This will probably be a very short video as I've been super ill throughout June and the only thing I filmed was our little weekend away to the Cotswolds. I've been super eager to book a little trip for ages. It was our 8-year anniversary this month, so I thought it was the perfect excuse. Since we're spending all of our money on the house and the garden at the moment, we thought a cheap little trip to the Cotswolds for the weekend would be perfect. And of course, it meant the dogs could come along too. We're staying at the Wildlands Camping, which cost us around £80 for 2 nights. After we arrived, we quickly set up and then made our way to Lower Slaughter, where we had a little explore. We took the dogs for a little walk after they'd been stuck in the car for a few hours. Obviously, had to throw the ball for Fig as well because she's absolutely obsessed with it. We then looked around the town, which was absolutely idyllic. We were taking inspiration from all the houses and garden for our own. Safe to say the dogs were knackered after a day of exploring. We got back to the camp and spent the rest of the evening relaxing. The next day we had croissants for breakfast and walked down to Burton on the Water, another beautiful town which was only 10 minutes walk away from where we were staying. It was another super hot summer's day. While here we visited Birdland, which is dog friendly. We got there pretty early so it wasn't very busy at all. The birds weren't fazed by the dogs at all and the dogs absolutely loved it. They had flamingos, penguins and they even had a dinosaur park where we had a little explore and look around.
A tiny little baby one. A little frog face.
After the zoo, we continued exploring. They have a vending machine that's a milkshake. Right, milkshake. What flavour do you want to get? Do you know? Oh,
banana pistachio.
Oh, pistachio.
Blue, raspberry honeycomb.
I don't mind. I would be up for any, maybe apart from the. I don't know actually. I don't mind. What one do you want to get? Do you put it in? Oh, not the chocolate one. Large. Do you have the lid?
Yeah.
After this, we honestly just made our way back to camp. It was hot, I was ill, and the dogs were knackered, so we spent the rest of the day just chilling. The next morning, we made our way to the Cotswold Wildlife Park and Gardens. I didn't get any footage, but the traffic was crazy when we arrived. The park opens at 10 AM, which is when we got there. If you're planning on going, leave it a little later and you'll avoid the mad rush of cars. This place is huge. We took our time looking around and meeting all of the animals. The grounds were also beautiful and they had plant displays around the whole of the zoo. Most of the park was dog friendly, but there were a few enclosures such as the guinea pig place and the bat enclosure where the dogs weren't allowed. So we take it in turns going in while one of us stayed outside with the dogs. You should be used to these, puppy. Got these at home. They're not bothered though, are they? They're just used to it. The dogs absolutely loved looking around and the animals were not fazed by them at all. It was funny seeing the dogs' reaction to some of the animals. They had no idea what they were looking at. What is that? Overall, the zoo was really lovely. They had a park if you have kids and loads of green space if you want to have a sit-down picnic. All of the animals had great setups and the park itself was just really beautiful. We also weren't really sure how the dogs would be this weekend because we've never taken them somewhere like this before, but they were so good and we are really proud of them. If you're wanting to come here and you have dogs, I would definitely recommend.